Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So, I just saw Jordan Peterson did a video, or he was on Liberty Vault, I think is the YouTube channel. Anyway, he was talking about how, excuse me, he was talking about how climate alarmists are actually like pretty much lying or blowing smoke or blowing things out of proportion, and he's bringing up facts about how we were able to go back and check out the carbon dioxide ratings from, I don't know how many years ago, but in the past, and where they are right now, and that there's actually been higher levels in the past than there are right now. And essentially that I've heard this before, that a lot of people are using the global climate change and crisis and all this and that to gain more power for their own particular reasons, and also just to force people to change from combustible engines and this and that to certain electrical vehicles and da 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 da. And I just want to say this, like, one factor that I didn't hear him talk about, and one of the main reasons why I'm so adamant about us going clean as far as energy is every way, and but especially energy, is because, well, it's getting away from the fossil fuels is really what needs to happen. But everything we do has an energetic revibrational effect. So it's like, if we're continuing like fossil fuels, that is the oil that is used to make plastics. So it's like, if people are going to pump out fuel and oil and this and that and use these fucking engines, there's going to be the ability for people to make plastic, and like they're going to do it. So by having one, like, the other's probably always going to follow. um, but they're both not good, man. The plastic is especially. I mean, I just saw a statistic where we've lost 70% of the animals in the past 50 years. That's ridiculous, and it's due to deforestation, pollution, erosion, all of these fucked up ways that we do business and technologies and commerce and economies. All these things are contributing, are the effect. I mean, that's the cause, and the effect is that we've lost 70% of animal life in the past 50 years. And I just saw another statistic talking about how 40% of the Earth's soil is damaged. That's been done very recently too, and it's like, there is some prediction by 2050 it could be 90% of the soil from using pesticides and fucking what are the other ones? Pesticides. Dude, I can't think right now. Anyways, all that chemicals and all that shit that they use, fertilizers and all these types of things, as long if they're not organic and they have any type of chemicals in it, they're going to damage the soil. And then there's just the way that some crops are grown. They suck up all the nutrients out, and the proper crop rotation isn't done, and the proper crops aren't put in, because there's certain crops can help remediate, like rejuvenate, like hemp. I think there's others too, soil. But because these type of plants aren't being planted as much as they should be, and people are choosing to just plant crops that make them a lot of money, like corn and cotton and shit like that, which are actually very devastating to the ecosystem. This is the result, that we're losing our soil fucking here on the planet, good soil, to fertile soil. And this is also possibly a reason why there's so much attention on Ukraine, is because Ukraine has some of the best, if not the best, soil in the world, and Russia knows this shit. So aspects of Russia that have sway over that country want that soil, possibly. I don't know for sure, but anyways, these are the types of things that I want to talk about. It isn't so much about the CO2, and just the fact that hemp actually happens to sequester CO2 is just an extra bonus, man. And I don't know where you've grown up, Jordan Peterson, but I've been to LA and I've been to Phoenix, Arizona, and when you see a smog cloud, when you're in the middle of a city that's producing tons and tons and tons of CO2 through fucking gas and cars and all these types of things fucking every single day, like, the air is different. Like, you can like see and feel and taste the shit in the air, dude. And it looks like shit in the air too. And you're gonna tell me that's not bad? I mean, I saw a statistic that talks about how this is contributing to a lot of people dying. Like, eventually, over the time, cumulatively, all that breathing in of all that shit fucking kills you. And I mean, it makes sense that would happen, because if you put a fucking hose, I've said this before, if you put a hose into an exhaust pipe and stick it through a window and roll up the window and sit in that car with that exhaust running and the fumes going into that car, you will die. So it is poisonous at certain levels, and certain, if you don't have an open space for it to ventilate, it will kill your ass. So it would make total sense that, yes, living in cities that are fucking, have tons of this shit literally floating ahead and like in the city, in that area, is bad for your health. And there's other ways to do these types of things. And then there's also the plastic industry it's an association with the fossil fuel industry, because it's the oil that makes the plastic, and da 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 da. And those type of oils are toxic. So it's like they sit in the float in the ocean for decades, and we have over 1 million marine animals that die every single year from our garbage, from our choice to use non-biodegradable, toxic fucking chemicals and products. So, anyways, I don't mean to get. I'm not. I don't know. It's just like I don't like getting frustrated, but it's like like I mean, anyway, it's a little frustrating, but I'm not trying to. I don't want to be mad at Jordan Peterson. I think he's an alright dude, and he's got some good things to say. But sometimes I also feel like he's fighting me on this type of shit. And it's like, this isn't my own opinion, man. These are the facts. If you really do good research, the facts will show you that I'm more than likely right on this type of shit. So it's like, anyways. But all right, y'all take care. Love y'all. Bye.